And as we bring it back live, both fighters have entered the ring now before this wildly enthusiastic crowd of about 8,000 people in the scope. And there is a good look at Michael Moorer. As Larry mentioned, 24 wins, no losses, all 24 wins by knockout, only 2 of the 24 in the heavyweight division. And for Alex Stewart, the record shows only 2 losses, both of them by knockout, an 8th round TKO loss at the hands of Evander Holyfield when he was bleeding badly, but after having given a good account of himself, and the 1st round embarrassment against Mike Tyson here on HBO. Tail of the tape, and you will see that Stewart is the bigger man. Moorer weighed in at 214.5 pounds, his heaviest so far. Stewart weighed in at 230 and appears to have added some muscle across the chest since the loss to Tyson in December of last year.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the black trunks with gold trim and weighed in at an even 230 pounds. His professional record, an outstanding one, 27 victories, all 27 by KO, only 2 defeats. He's from Tampa, Florida, and ranked number 5 in the world by the World Boxing Council. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex the Destroyer Stewart. Wearing the Crown Gold colors with red trim and weighing 214.5 pounds. Also, an unbelievable record, 24 victories, 24 KOs, 0 defeats. He's from the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. Ranked number 12 in the world by the WBC as a heavyweight. He is the former WBO light heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Moorer.
Boxers, you've been given your pre-fight instructions in the dressing rooms. I expect you to obey my commands at all times promptly. Above all else, protect yourselves at all times. Shake hands. Good luck.
And you take a look at Alex Stewart, who in the minutes before his knockout loss to Mike Tyson last year was bone dry. He has worked up a good sweat and appears to be properly warmed up for this assignment against Moorer. Now, George, Stewart tells us he has never before fought against a southpaw. How big a challenge should it be in the early rounds to begin to figure Moorer out?
Look at those big thighs. Guy's built like a football player. On paper, you wonder why Emmanuel Stewart would even match his fight with this big guy. On paper. Southpaw doesn't matter if you can really punch.
And Stewart, according to his record, has been able to really punch against 27 of 29 opponents. A ripping right hand inside early by Moorer, and Alex Stewart begins to go to the body.
Stewart is really unorthodox. He's landing good body punches in case the fight goes 4 or 5 rounds. Things pick up for the bigger guy.
Neither fighter has ever participated in a decision, and this has the early look of a slugfest. They are standing and pounding away.
You can tell Stewart doesn't like southpaws. Blinking his eye a lot because he doesn't know what to expect. To be jabbed by right hand is awful.
And there's the straight right jab, scoring inside for Moorer.
And Moorer already has a bloody nose.
Yeah, he does. Blood coming from the nose of Michael Moorer in the gold trunks. Stewart in the black trunks. Just a little bit more than a minute into round 1 in Norfolk, Virginia.
Stewart started to watch that blood. He's going to go crazy.
Big test for Michael Moorer, and echoing what you said, George, Alex Stewart told us yesterday, Emmanuel Stewart was crazy to let his young fighter into the ring with me. This is a big opportunity.
Only on paper. Michael Moorer is trying to open up with hard punches too early, I think.
Giving Alex Stewart a chance to trade with him.
You got to soften up a big guy like that. Oh, a good body punch by Stewart. That hurt.
Good right hand to the by Stewart, but a good left and a right comeback from Moorer. Moorer going to the head. Stewart focusing more early on the body. Both fighters doing damage. And Stewart is hurt.
Stewart is really hurt, and he's cut.
Moorer landing the right hand over the top. Stewart in serious trouble against the ropes. Plenty of time left in the round. Down goes Alex Stewart. Referee Chris Wallison. There's a cut over the left eye of Alex Stewart.
Think about Moore. He's an excellent finisher, more so than a...
Well, he's got 20 seconds in which to prove just how great a finisher he can be. Goes to the body. Back to the body again, and then back upstairs. Stewart counters with a right hand. Still in trouble. Down again.
The end.
Cannot be saved by the bell. Clock is well past 3 minutes now. I don't know why we have not heard a bell to end the round, and there it is.
A magnificent round for Michael Moorer.
The small cut. Alex, you got to break your body standing tight.
All right, take it easy. That's what you got me for.
Okay, right.
Let's look at this replay, Larry.
Moorer landed a tremendous number of clean punches. As I mentioned earlier, it's the right hand that, although he fights southpaw, George, you can see there, he's really winding up with that right hand.
The thing that's so difficult for Stewart, he's expecting a left when the right is coming. All kinds of things are happening bad for him tonight.
Harold, why didn't the bell ring at the 3-minute mark?
Be saved by the bell in any round, including the last. I spoke to Commissioner Doug Beavers of Virginia about it, and he said that the bell will sound after the referee cleans off the fighter's gloves when he regains his feet.
All right, well, the round was 3 minutes and 16 seconds long, and too long for Alex Stewart. And how tough is it for Stewart against the southpaw? Moorer landed 27 of 34 jabs in round 1.
Stewart is accustomed to fighting with a cut, so that's not going to bother him.
He fought with a cut against Holyfield and fought valiantly, hurting Holyfield in the 5th round of what became an 8th round TKO loss.
Get off his head.
But he also bled profusely.
He just doesn't know what to expect from this southpaw. It's coming in the wrong angle.
George, I think what keeps Stewart going is the conviction that if he can get one good punch in, he can change the tide of the fight.
That's the puncher's thought. Just give me one good one, it'll be over. And he's almost getting one now. This guy's thrown away a lot of his punches. More. That big guy lays on him, he's going to be tired.
Well, Moorer appears to have slowed down just for the past 15 seconds or so. And he's giving Stewart a little chance to catch his breath.
Stewart is constantly landing the body punches. Unfortunate for him, he just doesn't know how to get away from a southpaw.
He's got a discouraged look on his face, George.
Don't be holding. Watch your heads.
And there's a solid left hand.
The thing about fighting a southpaw, you've got to keep that left foot of yours on the outside of his and keep that jab going. You can't let your left feet or your left foot get in the inside of his feet.
Well, I think footwork is the least of it right now for Alex Stewart, who is hoping to stand up long enough to land a good shot. Right hand ripping up inside for Moorer, and Stewart is hurt again.
Moore was hurt with a body punch also, a left hook to the body. He's taking time to feel it. Left hook by Stewart.
Right hand.
A good right hand.
Moorer badly hurt.
Right hand.
Stewart landed a solid right cross.
Somebody's better do something. That's the game that Stewart want to play.
Plenty of time left in round 2. You can see that Moorer does not cover up when he's hurt. He throws punches instead.
As I said earlier, look at the big thighs, like a fullback on
Watch your head.
Stewart.
Moorer's head is clearing as he steps away from the ropes.
Step back. I got you. Step back clean.
But Stewart caught him with a mammoth right hand shot in there that almost turned the bout completely around.
I told you that one punch he has, it can end all things.
Now Moorer goes back to the jab.
Blows up, Alex. I got you. Step back clean.
At this point, Stewart has got to keep his left foot on the outside of Michael Moore's right foot. He doesn't seem to care at this point.
Heavy bleeding from Alex Stewart, and he walks to the wrong corner at the end of the round.
All I got to say about that round is wow and wow again. You don't see many heavyweight fights with that kind of heavy shots landing consistently.
The guy was first.
Let's see if we can catch that shot that turned that fight around. There it was, a straight right hand on the bridge of the nose. Obviously hurt Moorer, and looked almost for a few seconds as that was going to be the end of it, George.
The only thing saved him is that awkward position he lies. He just stays in that southpaw position. You don't know what to come back with.
You know, the question about a light heavyweight when he moves up to a heavyweight is two things. One, can he take a heavyweight's punch? And two, can he deliver a heavyweight's punch? He's landed a lot of hard punches, George.
And he's taken some good shots.
If he was a true heavyweight, do you think he would have knocked Stewart out already?
No doubt about it.
You think so? So you think this is a black mark against his record that he hasn't gotten Alex out of there in 2 rounds?
That's true.
I don't know.
If he had not been a right-hander, right-hand lead, he would have been out of there himself. Michael Moore is for real, no doubt about it.
All right, well, we'll clarify that one after the fight, because I'm confused as to what you think. But right now, too much action to talk about it, as both guys are wailing away one more time.
In my mind, Michael Moore is a great fighter, but he's not going to be able to long period to take those big heavyweight shots.
Watch your head.
He has a tendency to want to lay on the ropes. Bad habit for a guy who's not too big anyway.
Come on at it.
Well, he probably hasn't been in against too many previous opponents who could hurt him. He was too strong for the light heavyweights he fought, and the first 2 heavyweights he's been in against were lesser fighters. But now a real test, as there comes the right hand again.
Stewart could just lay on him for a couple of rounds. He could turn the tide. Good left hook by Stewart.
Stewart seems a lot more sure of himself now than he was in the first 2 rounds. You get the feeling that Stewart believes he's taken what Moorer has, and he's weathered it. And now he's turning things around.
That Stewart just leans on him and leans on him. Things are going to change.
A much different look on Alex Stewart's face, as the big man, littler man equation seems to begin to operate in his favor.
Moore's punches are starting to be just real lazy. Not much zip and zap to them.
Now, this has been Stewart's round, George.
Watch your head butts.
He's getting a lot of opportunities to go to Moore's body against the ropes, and he's taking advantage. There.
Let him up. Let him up. I got you. Step back
They're
clean.
both great
Step back
boxers.
clean.
Great boxers. Great.
Moorer beginning to grab and hold.
I don't blame him.
You got to use your jab. It's perfect, but you're not using it. Mike, we're running them again, right down the pipe. When you're inside, go to the body. He's tied. The guy can't take it to the body. Okay? Break your body. Don't stand in front of that ring. Okay? You're in shape. You're going to get your second win after a while. I want you to go downstairs, huh?
Seconds out.
Okay, come on.
Right now, let's give the highest marks to Alex Stewart, no matter what happens in this fight, for coming back from those 2 first-round knockdowns. I don't think any of us imagined that we'd still be here after that first round.
And in round 3, Stewart was the busier fighter and landed more punches than Moorer. And you heard the men in Moorer's corner saying, you've abandoned the jab, go back to it. He landed 57 jabs in the first 2 rounds, and then unaccountably laid on the ropes and allowed Stewart to hit him in the third. Now they go back to the ropes again.
Stewart's got a 5-year-old daughter. Told me she'd be watching him today. He's going to put on his best effort.
Step back. Break clean. Step back.
Daddy, get up. That kind of stuff, you know.
Well, Stewart's wife and daughter were at ringside for the Tyson debacle, and he thought it was a distraction to have them there. There's a solid left hand from Moorer, and again the blood begins to flow on the bridge of the nose for Alex Stewart.
Moore is indeed a good puncher for any weight. shouldn't be any doubt in his mind that he can punch.
Solid body punch from Stewart with the right hand. He pins Moorer against the ropes.
Michael! Let him up. I got you. Let him up. Step back. Alex, step back.
Emmanuel Stewart up on his feet, shrieking at Moorer to come back to the center of the ring. Slowly, Moorer does it. And now, with blood flowing from Moorer's nose, he resumes the attack at center ring. A lot of blood on Stewart's face.
Look like a new cut.
And Moorer scores twice with the uppercut, and Stewart is down again.
Boy, that's a knockout.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Now he's going to get up again.
7.
A lot of blood from over the right eye. I think it's too bad to continue. Yeah. Good
That's
stoppage.
a knockout.
Good stoppage by referee Chris Wallison.
Well, you don't see many heavyweight fights like that one, George.
No, and it's because Stewart decided, I'm going to win this. I've got a chance.
Yeah.
And it called for a good fight.
Again, high marks to him coming back from a devastating humiliation at the hands of Mike Tyson. To be able to fight this well, fight this hard, I should say. And also the highest marks to Moorer, because it looked there for a moment that he had found that the heavyweight division was a little too heavyweight for him.
Well, in essence, this is reminiscent of Stuart Holyfield, isn't it? As Evander Holyfield was able to rock Alex Stewart. Stewart showed his courage, came back in the middle rounds to briefly command that fight, and then lost because he cuts and he bleeds. Same thing happened here. Fourth round action.
Yeah, the left hand hurt him, the right hand finished him. That right hand, once again, the right hand was the finishing punch in this fight for Michael Moorer. And also high marks to him, because he went in with a big, strong, well-conditioned, determined man who put him on the defensive, and Moorer found a second win and came back and dominated the fight.
Moore is no doubt a future champion.
Those two right uppercuts tend to put you in mind of a fellow named Mike Tyson at his best.
I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I give the official time, how about a round of applause for two heavyweights who came here to fight for all the fans here in Norfolk, Virginia. The official time, 1 minute and 54 seconds of the fourth round. The winner by knockout victory, his record now 25-0, 25 KOs from the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, Michael Moorer. And a round of applause for Alex Stewart from Tampa, Florida.
And you look at the total punches in the bout. They were just about even in the number of punches they attempted. Moorer was the more accurate of the two, and it was that accuracy which in part paid off with the two big cuts over Stewart's eyes and the 3 knockdowns. And now here is Larry Merchant with the winner.
All right, Michael, welcome to the heavyweight division.
Thank you, thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank God, and a special hello to Van down in, I forget where she is, but on a speedy recovery. Thank you.
You thought it was over in the first round. You leaped up on the ropes. You were ready to take it. Congratulations.
I'm getting pumped. Woo, he's a tough fighter.
Were you surprised how well he came back?
Yes, I was. That shows a sign of a veteran, of a good fighter. A lot of people doubted me because they think I'm a blown up light heavyweight. We talked about it. But I think I proved the point right now to show that I am a legitimate heavyweight. I took some good shots. He hurt me once. I exchanged some good blows with him.
All right, tell us about that round, that third round, when he nailed you, drove you into the ropes. How hurt were you?
I wasn't hurt. I was just stunned for a minute. Then he came back. Then he came back with a good follow-up punch with it. Hello to everybody in Menneson also. That was a sneaky one.
All right, let's see this last knockdown and describe to us what you see.
I see two guys fighting right now. It was a good. Emmanuel was telling me to throw a right uppercut on the inside, a short punch, and that's what I did. I had to wait for the special moment to throw it, and damn, I'm pleased, boy. Shit, I'm telling you.
What exactly pleases you about this? That he didn't go as fast, and you had to regroup and get him again?
I had to bring everything out the woodwork. I had to show that I was a game young fighter like I am, I had to show that I'm a legitimate heavyweight. And this was a good fight for me. For instead of going short distance, it went 4 rounds, 4 good hard rounds. And I appreciate it.
What kind of timetable do you have for yourself before you challenge for a championship?
Well, I don't want to be rushed. I want to take my time to let everything happen in time. I don't want the easy road to the heavyweight championship. Never been a southpaw heavyweight champion in a long time. And I just want to take my time and fight the good quality guys. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be ready. God willing, I'm going to be there.
Well, we'll be there to watch you. Back to ringside.